Welcome to day 5 of Steps to Success for Leaders. I'm so excited. Today, we're going to be chatting about coaching your team and how to find like massive momentum on your team by finding those rock stars that are ready to rock and roll. So, my encouragement to you guys is find at least a few every single month. If you could do 5 to 10, that'd be freaking awesome. But find 5 to 10 or so that you could coach, and you could always add new ones every month. You could start a group chat if you want to for these that you're coaching, but also make sure to coach them one-on-one. You can always go to their timeline, you can stalk them and see what they're doing. So many times people are like, I'm doing all the things and I'm not having the sales and yada, yada, yada. Guess what? You can go to their timeline, scroll through there, and all you're seeing is them sharing these posts about these dogs or something else, right? And maybe even their timeline isn't even in public. Just some of these basic things with attraction marketing that we know as leaders, they're like clueless in Seattle. So sometimes just giving them intentional feedback about some of those things and some things that they could tweak for their live sales. Maybe they need to get better lighting. Maybe they need to get rid of some distracting noises in the background, whatever it all is, right? But just personally coaching them one-on-one. But find a few every single month that are rock stars. And that does not always mean that you're personally sponsored, right? Sometimes you may add someone to your team and they may not be really that passionate about the business, but maybe they had someone or someone below them had someone and they're the real rock star, okay? So be on the lookout for those people all the time. You can check your back office, you can see the people that are ordering, you can see the ones that are adding new consultants and things like that. Or maybe you just feel like there's some that just have crazy amazing potential, right? Maybe they have a big influence, or maybe they just have a great personality. Reach out to them and see if they would like some one-on-one coaching. So that is the biggest tip, is actually starting this and finding those 3 or 5 or 10 people that you can work with every month, really, really focusing on them. Because as a leader, you can't, especially when it gets really big, right? You can't focus on all of them at once, but you can help a few of them grow, right? And as you help those few grow, they're going to help their teams grow. And it's just like this huge domino effect is the word that I'm looking for. So one fun thing that you can do, and I've been doing this kind of thing, and it is so freaking powerful, is using Zoom. So sometimes people are like, what's Zoom? I don't know what that is. So you can download it as an app, but it is an awesome tool. You can use it for free, or you can upgrade if you want the extra perks and that sort of thing. But Zoom is crazy amazing. In my opinion, it's better than live video because it's like this video chat where multiple people can be on at the same time, and you don't all want to talk at once, right? But you can hear from different people during your Zoom call. So one thing that I encourage with that is, maybe starting out, let's say you do a 30-minute Zoom or an hour Zoom or whatever long you want to do. Having this tickle, I'm sorry. So the whole Zoom, excuse me here, but you could use the 90-day success plan that is in the Royal Rockstars in the file section as a base for your Zoom call. You could do it however you want, but these are some suggestions, okay? You can start out the Zoom by just, chit-chatting and saying hi, right? And then allow them to share their wins and their challenges, for the past week. And then, don't allow it to become a negative Nelly bashing time or anything like that. Make sure they understand. But let's say there's a certain win that they had, it could be something that could teach all the others that are listening, right? Or maybe they're facing a challenge in their business and other people are like, oh, wow, I guess I'm not alone, So that can be very powerful for people to hear from each other how all that is going. And then towards the end of your call, you could even do some special coaching just from what they shared with you, or something that you just really feel like they need right now in their business, right? So that can be something that is very, very powerful. even if you do it for 30 days straight, and do it once a week. Everybody has, usually 30 minutes to an hour once a week where it will work. Just try to figure out ahead of time which day and time will work the best for everyone and make it happen, right? That's only 4 Zoom calls a month, basically. And I'm telling you what, they're going to have aha moments, and it is so freaking powerful to see. So, um, it's also a great way to connect. And the more connection, like I said, you have on your team, the more powerful your team culture and everything will be as well. And they'll feel that personal touch with you, which they love. So, when you're doing the group coaching like that as well, it's going to save you a ton of time, right? As a leader, time is of the essence, right? We all could use more time, and sometimes we just have to be smarter with our time, right? But instead of you spending 5 or 10 hours a week coaching each one of them individually, when you do that group chat and you're spending time with 5 people for an hour, right? Instead of spending 5 hours with them, with the 5 people, you just spent 1 hour with 5 people. Does that make sense? So the multiplication part is awesome there. Makes all of your time, accomplish more in a shorter amount of time, right? So you're one person, you can't do it all. But seriously, when you become intentional like this and really help your team, they're going to be like so grateful. Just train your team on what you expect and watch them rock it, right? Some will rock it, some won't, some come and some go. But ultimately, as a leader, we always need to be adding new team members as well, right? Don't just expect your current team to help you get to the next level, right? Now, they're going to keep on recruiting. You're going to teach them how to do all the things, right? You're going to give them fun giveaways and all that kind of stuff, and we'll talk about that more soon. But make sure that you all are growing, right, in all the areas. Duplication is really the key for exploding your team. So as you teach them your tips and tricks, and as they teach their team, it makes it a lot less work for you in the long run, right? Because now you're building some powerful leaders, and those leaders could now be part of your leadership team, and they could even help with going live in your team group on different topics. Maybe you could have someone share on a techie topic or all that kind of stuff. So we're going to chat about that more later. So anyway, make sure that you are coaching them, but also remember that you need to be working on your personal business as well, okay? So if you're doing all the team things and you're not selling and you're not recruiting like you should, and then you need to up in that area as well. But coaching will totally help explode your team. Just saying. So cheers to coaching. Cheers to building massive momentum on your team. And just know that you got this, okay? It's a learning experience for all of us. We jump in, we do the things, and the more that we do it, the better we become. So thanks for tuning in.